What's grosser than gross? Garbage Pail Kids, the new one for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Stay tuned for this killer unboxing that I'm doing 2 or 3 weeks later than everybody else that's on YouTube. So welcome back. So like I said, I got this in the mail. I've actually had it in the mail for a couple weeks. It's been sitting back here on my shelves. I have not opened it up yet. I've just been trying to find the time to actually make some content. Life has been busier than hell for me lately. You guys have probably seen a ton of other people do these, but this one's mine. It's my turn to do the unboxing. So you got to watch, right? You clicked on the video, so you got to watch now. So what do we got here? We got the new Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike and the Quest for Stale Gum. Saw this one a while back. One of the fellas in one of the Discord groups that I'm in turned me on to it. He saw a video, I think it's been about probably a year ago or so that I did, where I found my old stash box. And inside my old stash box, what did I find? I found a whole stack of old school Garbage Pail Kids. I'll link it up here, post it up here as you guys could click on it and check the video out if you haven't before or not. Pretty cool. They're all vintage, like first edition Garbage Pail Kids. Still in the stash box, right? So I'm taking great care of them. So anyway, we're gonna do our unboxing of this. I've seen a number of other people over the last couple weeks do unboxings of their own that they got in the mail. Before we get to the unboxing, I'm gonna throw a shout out to somebody that I think deserves it for this video, just because this is the Garbage Pail Kids. Back here on the screen, you'll see Mike Tendo Power. If you guys are not subscribed to Mike Tendo Power, my man, he loves himself some retro video games. He loves himself some horror, loves himself some Michael Myers and Halloween, and he loves himself some Garbage Pail Kids. Go over and check his channel out if you have not, please. It will be linked in the description. Drop him a sub, show him some love. Really good dude, and this is right up his alley. The beer we have for this, because we're getting into something that is related to the old school stash box, we had to grab up the Red Eye. This is a red hazy IPA from Black Flag Brewing Company out of Columbia, Maryland. This one right here comes in at 7%. When you're drinking this one, you got to act normal, because everyone can see that you're enjoying this haze. They know you like it. They know. This is a pretty tasty one. I've had a few of them before. This is the last of a 4-pack. Man, that gives you such a good hoppy hit when you smell it. But it doesn't. It's not. This one is not a super bitter IPA for you folks that steer away from them because you don't like the bitterness of these. This one's got a little bit of sweetness to it, to be honest with you. At least it does to this guy. Check out Black Flag Brewing Company. They'll be in the description below as well. I have not had a chance to get down and check their brewery out, but it's not too far away from some of the other breweries that I hit, closer down to near where I work at. So I've rambled on long enough. Let's jump into this unboxing. All right, so here you can see we have the exterior package. They marked them all as limited edition to 4,000 prints. I think they're still selling these from what I've seen for other people say as well. So if you're interested in still getting a copy of it, you can. It's not super cheap. I think these it was probably around $100 after I paid for the shipping to have it sent to me. I think it was like $98 or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't want to steer you the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure it was around that price point. Here is, as you can see, it's all still sealed up in the box. Got some really cool box art on the back. Shows you Atom Bomb right there. Some of the screenshots from the game. I myself have not played the game. I know they released the game, I think last year, as a digital download copy that you could play it if you wanted to download it digitally. But I myself, I'm kind of old school, and I saw it and I wanted the cart, so I wanted to wait until I got it. I'm gonna try to just open it and leave the cellophane around the outside of it, just to kind of keep it as crispy as I can. We'll see if we're able to do this without messing it up or anything. This one comes to us from I Am 8-Bit. They are the company that produced these for everyone. Legend has it that this was actually a NES game that was supposed to come out years ago, and it got the brakes put on it. Let's see what it says right here. It says, "Your quest for stale gum is about to begin." That's a nice little touch right there. All right, so cool. We got it open up the way I'd like to. You'll see the game that is inside. They made two different versions of these. They made a blue version and a pink cartridge version. The pink is supposed to be the rarer, that was like 1 in 8. I, of course, knew that I would never get lucky enough to get the rarer of the two variants, but I really don't care. I just wanted it to have a copy and to play it, so that's pretty cool. See the extras that came into it. This one does not have a styrofoam piece in the bottom of it like a traditional NES box. They've got a piece of cardboard like bent up inside there, as you can see, to keep the game up towards the top. Very cool. One thing that I was disappointed with when I saw other folks unbox theirs was that they didn't send a dust sleeve for this thing. So I think that's kind of, I don't know. I think they should have, because old school NES games always had a dust sleeve with them. One thing that's also a lot different is, you see how it's the translucent shell of this? When they were advertising this, this was a solid blue or solid pink color depending upon which one you received. I mean, it's cool to have the translucent shell, but I kind of wish they would have stuck with the traditional like milky color ones, because it kind of looked more like gum, to be honest with you. They don't have anything raised on the back either. It would have been kind of a nice touch also if they would have imprinted the plastic back here with something on it, like I Am 8-Bit or Garbage Pail Kids or something of that nature. But all in all, it's still a very clean looking, very cool looking cartridge, as you can see right here. The label, what it says on the top, pretty cool, pretty cool. Really cool label art with the I Am 8-Bit. Get my camera to focus on it all. It also came with a traditional instruction manual, like all games should, and it came with some Garbage Pail Kid cards. So let's take a look at the instruction manual here. It's a pretty cool little full color manual. Tells you about the game. It's got the storyline forward by Adam F. Goldberg. That's pretty cool. See how in the advertisements they had these as kind of a like a solid color. I think I kind of like that better than the clear. But all in all, a really cool manual. This is what you expect when you buy an NES game. A nice, cool, full color, lots of detail, stories, tips, hints, controls, how to play your game when you're buying a Nintendo game. As I said, I haven't played the game, so I can't speak as to each of how the game plays or how each level is, but it looks like it's got some pretty cool levels here. Stone Age, Mars, Egypt. I know you could play as the 4 different Garbage Pail Kids within the game, so very cool. I love the manual. The manual is quite awesome. And then we have the 4 Garbage Pail Kids cards that they included. I'm going to try to slice these open without slicing myself. Kind of save the packaging a little bit as much as I can. I do want to show them to you guys, but you've got Patty Putty, which has the 8-bit version that you could play as in the game, with the traditional Garbage Pail Kid information and picture on the back. Leaky Lindsay, all the same stuff on the back, very cool. We got Luke Puke. That is awesome. The cards are a pretty cool little touch. And we've got the man himself, Mad Mike, which we have right here. Now, just for shits and giggles, I thought, let me reach into the old stash box and see if I have the original cards that we have in here. And good news and bad news is that I have some of them. We've got the original number 42A Patty Putty with her twin Muggin Megan. We have Leaky Lindsay with her twin Messy Tessie. We have the man himself, Mad Mike, number 33A with 33B Savage Stewart. Savage Stewart needs to get a little love. Unfortunately, I didn't have Luke Puke, so 3 out of 4 ain't bad, I guess. Pretty cool little package. A little bit expensive, I guess, considering what you got in it, but you know, the nostalgia in guys of my age that grew up with the Garbage Pail Kids, grew up collecting and trading the trading cards, this would have made an awesome score back in the day if we could have got this on our NES. Glad that we have it on it now. So there you guys have it. Garbage Pail Kids, the Mad Mike, and the Quest for the Stale Gum. Like I said, the only disappointment I really had in it was that I really feel like they definitely should have included a sleeve to slide back in the box and everything when you've got it stored away for display. So I've decided, as part of my shout out back here, I thought the only real appropriate sleeve that I had that I could put on this thing would be the sleeve of the man himself back here, of Mike Tendo Power, because it's blessed with this awesome artwork by Video Game Dust Sleeves that Mike sent me this a long while back in a trade. I actually had, I'll put Mad Mike in there. I actually had Friday the 13th in there because, you know, Mike, he's a big horror fan, but I'm going to replace it. I'm going to get myself another one of these too from VGDS. They do great work on these sleeves. So we're going to stick that one in there so that we can store it properly back in the box with a sleeve. And until next time, everybody, hope you all enjoyed this squeaky chair of mine and this unboxing of the Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike and the Quest for the Stale Gums. Stale Gums. God, I told you I couldn't talk at the very beginning of this video. Anyhow, guys, take care of yourself. Cheers.